for the Department of Geology following commencement. My name is Matt James. I'm the chair of the department, and the other faculty are Maddie Mukherjee right here in the blue shirt, and Mike Smith in the dark jacket. We also have a part-time faculty member, Tom Williams, in the pink shirt right there, and I don't think any of the other part-time faculty are here. If they are, I beg your pardon. Well, the first thing I wanted to do was to acknowledge all of the majors in the department. And we have two majors. We have an earth science major and a geology major. And one of the nice things about this department is everybody gets all mixed up together, and we all do things together and go on field trips together. If any of you are part of the cool kids, if any of you are, if any of you are the cool kids and you're on Facebook, then you might have seen this sign, which kind of goes with us all over the world, up to Canada and places like that. And we often take group photos, right, with all the students holding the sign. So it's a bit of a tradition in our department. So I thought it was nice to have it up here. And so one of the really nice things about the geology department is that it's a small and friendly department. So all the students, all of your students, would get to know all of the faculty during their time here, whether they come here as a freshman or whether they transfer in as a junior, which is very common. So one of the things I thought it would be good to do would be to just go around the room and make sure that we recognize all of our majors, and we can just sort of do a scan, and we see the first person is Carly right here. And standing right behind her is Devin. And going back over there with the bow tie is Chase. Behind him is Kyle. Right next to him is Alexa. And in the back is Andre. Somebody's hiding, doesn't get their name called. And then coming up here is Mila. And then Grace is one of our grads now or before. She's one of ours. And then Felix is right here with his daughter. And the next person right over here is Erin Hill. Sam, you're done already, right? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, we have a long series. And then next is Bianca. Sorry, I'm not passing over anyone. And then Nick. The most recent Geology Club president. And everybody else, exactly. He started a new program, which is let us go to really cool geology places and go to beer places afterwards. All right. So I don't know if there are any other grads here. I don't think so, because I think they would have insisted on being noticed. But we're looking forward to the next round of graduates in the future. For myself, this is my 29th graduation ceremony, so it's a little bit like seeing your children leave and go out. So there are all these reference points in the past, and certainly there will be reference points in the future. So it's always nice to have this celebration. And if anybody comes in a little bit late, let me know, and we'll certainly recognize them. But one of the things the university does, and one of the things the Department of Geology does, is they have a category of graduation which is with distinction. And in the program, that would have been denoted by a triangle, a little delta symbol. And then there's also a level of GPA, a grade point average recognition that the university does. But what the geology department does, it's part of what the university does widely, is recognize students who have contributed in some way or another to the department that is usually above and beyond what everybody else does, but everybody is usually doing something really good. And that category is called with distinction. And so a lot of departments would just say, oh, you got your degree with distinction. But geology goes one step further, and we actually have an award for those students. And this year, it turns out to be 4 students. So who's getting it is generally widely known right now. So this isn't going to come as a huge shock or anything. The students who graduate with distinction, again, there isn't a set criterion, and there are a set of criteria. There isn't a GPA level that has to be attained, but it often involves things like doing research with the faculty. It could be serving as a teaching assistant, as a TA. It could be a major involvement in the Geology Club, things like that. All of the stuff that keeps us going around here, whether it's on the academic side or the more social side, we see it as something that contributes to the life and the vigor of our department. So those 4 students, I would like to have them come up and be recognized. The first one, I'm going to scoot behind you here into this bag. So what we do is we take a nice shiny rock hammer and we have it engraved with their name. So for each one it says with distinction in geology, and then it has the student's name and then 2014 on it. So the first one, but only randomly chosen from the stack of hammers, is Nick Bell. As I had mentioned before, Nick was the president of the Geology Club and left the club with a good head of steam and a head of foam. And we very much appreciate all of the things that he did. All right. The next person, just randomly in the stack, is Chase Glenister. And Chase has been one of the students who has been with us since the early days. He started with us when he was 12, and he's now 15. Close enough. All right. The next person is Kyle Cooker. Thank you, Kyle. So Kyle has distinguished himself in many ways, not the least of which is being a very good MacGyver type person, working with a piece of complicated equipment in the basement that involves motors that operate over many days, squishing things. So that's a great accomplishment. And then certainly only stratigraphically lowest, but not least, is Alexa Melcon. Thank you, and Alexa is another one of our stalwart students who has helped out in so many ways. I often see her posting things saying, "Come on by, and we'll do this and we'll do that," and so she's really been. Everyone here has been a wonderful addition to our department. So congratulate them on their degrees with distinction. So we should do a photo with all of you. One sec, and I'll get you here. Just like a